Welcome to the 2020 Spartadential Debate. Supporting the Spartan Party, we have Nooper J. Feetman. And supporting the Athens Party, we have Finjamin P. Igner. The first question will go to you, Mr. Feetman. What are the military's ideals like for you?
Well, for one, we're unstoppable. We have the best military around, and there is no question about that. After winning the Peloponnesian War, we've been the #1 military power in the world. And the best military is one with numbers to your advantage.
Well, every military has weakness. We have a better military than you because our military has people who have been trained since day one.
Well, everyone's defense is as strong as their biggest weakness, which to me is nothing compared to the weakness of your military. In fact, compared to anyone, I have the least weaknesses.
No, you're wrong. Your military is just flat out bad. You have way more weaknesses than you think. And my military is flawless and it's never lost.
Alright, Mr. Igner, you're out of time for that question, but the next question does go to you. What are your social groups like?
My social groups are amazing. High-ranked military men on top. Just perfect. Mr. Peatman's on the other hand, not the best.
My social groups are amazing. They are divided up way better than yours. I have 3 different ones that provide much needed functions for my society. I've got the Dorians, the Neighbors, and the Helots.
Your classes are bad because you have helots, and we don't. If you lost your helots, what would you do? Fall apart, right? And over half of your classes don't even have citizenship.
Well, having slaves can be beneficial to a society. Even look at the founding father, George Washington. He had slaves, and look where America is today. Wait, hold on, that's not for another few thousand years, but hey, there's nothing wrong with my social classes.
Ooh, sorry, but we've got to move on. For you, Mr. Feetman, every society has a government. What makes yours special?
Well, you see, we've got a strict set of rules here, and a strict set of rules makes for behaved citizens. We've got 2 ceremonial kings and 5 ephors. They only have 1-year terms. You can't get much better than that.
You're worried about people going to get used to having money, so you banned gold and silver use. And you feared they are going to have contact with outsiders, so you banned travel. Also, a majority government rules? I don't
Well,
know about that one.
those rules are necessary to keep my civilization intact. Besides, our voting system slashes any conflict that might be had about our laws. You can't complain when it's just a bunch of people raising their hands and the most votes wins.
You set those rules because you were scared of other people because you're weak.
Okay, let's move along. I've got enough time left to ask one more question. To you, Mr. Igner. We touched on military ideals earlier. Could you elaborate on the training your men go through?
Our training is the best in the business, of course. We do day and night, 24/7, unlike Mr. Feetman's. They send babies to the top of mountains to fend for themselves.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Have you never heard of natural selection? We're not denying anybody's life here. Those babies have a fair chance to survive.
Well, they are newborn infants, days old. It's basically murder. That's what makes your military weak, unlike mine.
Well, the survivors are treated like warriors here. At just age 7, we send them to the best school in the world that teaches them how to fight for this land. The graduates are then given the privilege of fighting in the battle for Sparta. So what do you think? You win?